Hello, welcome to the Hidden Hollow Elementary Ballroom Level 1 and Level 2 Parent Informational Slideshow. In this, you will have all of the information about our program and hopefully some additional information that you've had questions on. Please stick with me through the duration of this and hopefully it will answer all of your questions. If not, please feel free to shoot me an email, send me a text, come chat with me in class, and we'll get those questions answered ASAP. Some quick info about myself. My name is Eden Barker. I have been with the Hidden Hollow Elementary Ballroom program since its inception at the school, which was 4 years ago. I have been married to my husband Travis for 11 years. We've got 4 great crazy kids, Rachel, Emmett, Scarlett, and Clara, and you will be seeing those kids around the school and at competitions and performances all the time. My background is ballet. I started ballroom in high school, and I am continually seeking more opportunities to dance. I love to dance, and I'm always looking for new ways to incorporate new styles and histories into the things that I am teaching your children. I have a few of my alumni students who've participated on our team before come in and help in the classroom as they can around their busy schedules as well. They are big helpers as they can help me zoom in on individual kids and help make those tweaks or help them to better understand how to properly perform a step, especially when we have such a big class. I'm really excited about the class sizes this year. And so to have these alumni helpers that are willing to come in and help me, better work one-on-one with kids or help go through and show them how it's supposed to feel as they're dancing with it is a really great asset to our team. And they enjoy it as well. Elementary ballroom is not just Eden going off in the left field, making up routines and saying, hey, let's go compete with a whole bunch of other elementary schools. It is actually put on by the Danzen School Education Foundation. They've been around for about 15 years, and they've really kind of perfected this really great program that we have. They give us our routines, they provide a whole bunch of materials and resources for the teachers. They give us a monthly teacher training and development to help build a successful program for the students in our school. They work really closely with BYU and UVU to help continue the competitions throughout the year. So we start at the Alpine Team Match, which is the event that Danzen School really puts on specifically for these elementary ballroom kids. And then we will go on to UVU and BYU, and they've got such a great rapport with these schools that these schools absolutely love having the Danzen School kids come in and participate at their events as well. Danzen School is really great as they do everything they can to put any of the money that is donated right back into the elementary ballroom programs or the junior high or the high school programs that are under the Danzen School Foundation. Everything goes back to the kids and the students. This is their mission statement. Take a chance to read through it as you can. And if you have any questions about Danzen School, please let me know and I can get you some more information on them. As I mentioned in the last slide, Danza School has three different divisions underneath them: the high school ballroom program, the junior high ballroom program, and the elementary ballroom program. So the mission statement and what Danza School really wants to focus on in the elementary ballroom program is to provide social dance instruction through positive, friendly, and fun atmospheres. They believe that, and I believe that this instruction builds self-esteem and confidence. I have seen this happen with quite a few kids just in the short time that this program has been at the school, and I'm so thankful that their goal is not just ballroom dance, but to teach them that through ballroom dance that they can have mutual respect for others and themselves, as well as social skills that they can use throughout Rule number 1 in our ballroom program is respect. Respect is everything in our classroom. So we take the word and we talk about the word respect, but we also break it down into individual meanings for each letter. The letter R means responsible. We are accountable for our own actions and do not blame others. We own our mistakes. E, we are equal. We use the golden rule by treating others how we ourselves want to be treated. S, we are supportive. We say and do helpful things and never discourage anyone for trying. P, we are prepared. We come to class on time and bring our dance shoes. E, engaged. We pay attention, we work hard, and always do our best. C, we are courteous. We listen carefully, raise our hand to speak, and thank our partners. T, thoughtful. We think before we speak and look for ways to help others. We talk about this many times throughout the year. One of the ways that I call the kids is I clap a little rhythm and they always answer respect. So rule number 1 in ballroom, I always ask them and they always respond and say respect. The level 1 and level 2 program is a year-long beginning and intermediate ballroom class. The curriculum includes merengue, foxtrot, cha-cha, tango, and swing, as well as a line dance that they'll learn for one of the team match competitions, and formation performance for our big end of year show. The focus in these classes are positive environment, recreational environment for the kids to learn how to ballroom dance, as well as build their social skills, especially in this really tech-heavy world of ours. Each student is given the opportunity to participate in at least one team match experience, and more info will come later on throughout the year as to how those team match, also known as competitions, really work. So just hang on, bear with me, and we'll get to those team match info slides and whatnot here in just a bit. Just like you have expectations of me to teach your kids not only dance but respect and things like that, I have some expectations for you guys as well. I need your student to come every time and on time. Please don't back out on your partner or your team. Parents, I need you to send a note, a text, or an email if your student is absent. It is for their safety. There's been in the past at one of the other schools a kid who kept telling his mom, "Oh, yep, I'm going to ballroom, I'm going to ballroom." The kid was never in ballroom. Come to find out, he was at his friend's house and his parents just assumed he was at ballroom dance. So please, please, please let me know if your kids are going to be absent via note, text, or email. I would really appreciate it. And I want your kids to be safe as well. Students need to speak with me or other students in the class to find out what was missed if they are absent and do their best to catch up. Parents, I need you to please pick your students up on time. If you're going to be late or get stuck, please call or text me just so that way I am aware of the situation. Please make sure your kids are dressed appropriately. Sandals are not good to dance in the wintertime when it gets cold. Boots are not appropriate to dance in. You really can't move in those. Please make sure they are wearing modest attire and something that they can move in, nothing that's too restricting. It makes it really hard for the kids to learn if they're not dressed appropriately. I found that a clean, quick, fast snack on ballroom days is a really good thing for your kids. I do try to give them at least a couple of drink breaks throughout the class, but a snack always helps kind of get them focused in. If you have a level 1 or level 2 student that will be at the school during the other class period, they need to be sitting on the gym steps. They cannot be wandering elsewhere. They cannot be outside of the gym waiting. They need to be in the gym. But if they're going to be in there, they need to be respectful of the other class and not disruptive. They do need to be quiet and focusing on something that they can focus on. Occasionally, I will ask them if they're there to come up and help. They're more than willing to help most of the time. However, if they are rambunctious and disruptive and I have to ask them a couple of times, I will let you know, and they will not be able to wait at the school during the other class period. The elementary ballroom standards were on the registration form when you registered your child. I also sent home a copy on this last Monday, the 23rd of September, for you and your student to physically sign and agree to. These are super important. They're for your safety. They're the expectations. I've attached it to the email as well, just in case you didn't receive it or your student lost it, things like that. So please make sure they get signed and returned. If you have any questions on these, please let me know. Here you will see a list of all of our upcoming performances. Our first performance is on Thursday, December 12th at 5:30. It is combined for both level 1 and level 2. I pushed it as late as I possibly could without it being an evening performance, but still have it be early enough that we can show you what we've learned so far this year and still be able to go home and do other things for the evening. The next group after that one is competitions, and they are fast and furious. So there is a slight change from past years. Everyone is going to, well, both levels are going to the Alpine team match, which is on Saturday, January 18th. There are 2 sessions because the program overall has grown so much. So there will be a morning session and there will be an afternoon session. I am not sure which one we are participating in as of yet. As soon as I know, you will know which session we will be in. I will need parent helpers for this one. I will send info out for that later on. The entrance ticket, so both dancers and spectators need a ticket, usually in advance we can purchase them at a discounted rate. Again, I will share all of this info with you as soon as I have it. And then there is an at the door price as well. At the Alpine Team Match, there is a thing called Change Wars. It's a really great way to earn money. So you just kind of save all your spare change and you bring it to the competition and you put it in the box marked Hidden Hollow. Any of that goes directly back into our program and we use it for costumes, potentially other tickets into different events as well, things like that. And the team that has the highest amount of change in their Change Wars box gets an additional set amount of money from Dan's school as well. Don't worry, they don't do it by how many students you have, because some schools are massive in their programs, and so they have the potential to have a whole bunch of change. They base it completely off of dollar per student, and they make it fair. Don't ask me what the equation is because I have no idea, but I know that they make it fair. So the difference after Alpine is level 1 only is going to go to the UVU competition this year. And it's to hopefully allow as many students as possible to get a second chance to compete. Again, it's not guaranteed, but it is hopefully to make it to where more students get that opportunity to compete. So level 2s will not be going to that unless they want to compete in the individual portion. Again, all of this competition info will be coming out later, so don't worry. I will give you a whole bunch of details on it. So level 2 will wait until March and compete at the BYU competition. Level 1 will not be going to that one. Again, there will be info coming. Please just bear with me. As soon as I have it, I will send it out to you. After the BYU competition, about 2 weeks later, we will be having our end of year showcase, which is our night in Paris. It's where the kids get to show off kind of all the skills they've learned throughout the year in a formation setting rather than a competition setting. So this one's really fun. We are combined with our choir this year again, and I'm excited to just see how it all comes together. I know the kids are excited for the theme this year as well. After our end of year showcase, we will take some time off in April to allow all of those kids who are part of the play to really focus in on that. And we'll kind of start our classes back up in May again to prep for our end of year performance for the school, which is a repeat of our Night in Paris show, and then to prep for the Pony Express Days parade. We build a float for that, weather permitting, and the kids really like going down the parade route, showing off kind of some of the skills that they've learned, and we use it as a recruiting tool for the next year. If there's any changes to any of this, I will let you know well in advance. If there's any additional rehearsals that are scheduled, I will let you know well in advance. So please go ahead and mark this down on your calendars. What I need you to do here is click on this Team Match Intent form link. It'll take you to a Google Doc that will have you say, yes, my student can participate at X, Y, and Z competition. This really helps me know that you're planning on being there and helps me set up my teams accordingly. I would hate to pair up a student and then have their partner not be able to attend at the last minute. So if you'll please take just a quick minute to fill this out, I would greatly appreciate it. The media release forms have been given to your students. They were sent home as well on Monday, the 23rd. I've also attached them to the email. I need these 2 forms filled out and returned to me ASAP. The purple form is for Danzen School. If you do not return this, then your student will not be eligible to compete at the team match events. If you have any questions on this, please let me know. For our classes, if you could please do your best to send your kids in clothes that are easy to move in, modest, nothing offensive. Once they get their shoes, I need them to start wearing their shoes and getting used to dancing in them. It is so important that they are practicing in the shoes that they will be performing and competing in. The clothes that the kids wear for competition and performances are very specific and very important that you follow exactly. If your students are not dressed following these guidelines at the competitions, they will not be allowed to compete. And then that means the team is let down, and that means their partnerships are let down. So please, please, please try your best to follow these exactly. If you have any questions on them, let me know. The boys, they need solid black dress pants. No pinstripes, no patterns. They need to be solid black dress pants. For their shirt, it needs to be a white, button-down, long-sleeve shirt. No stains, solid white, again, no patterns. Their socks need to be black. Their shoes need to be a black dress shoe, or if you would like them to have it, a ballroom shoe. And if you're getting a ballroom shoe, the heel on that ballroom shoe cannot exceed 1.5 inches. I do have the option to purchase boy ballroom shoes via bulk order, and it does save you quite a bit of money. You will see the info for that coming up here in the next couple of slides, and I will show you a picture of the acceptable shoes this year. Girls, what they need to have is they need to have a plain, no frills, no pleats, white shirt or a leotard. I really like it if the girls can have a leotard. I am doing that in a bulk order. It just keeps it simple, it keeps it clean, it keeps us uniform, and then we never have to worry about any of the girls having a problem with their white shirt. The girls also need skin color nylons or tights. This also is in the bulk order. That is a requirement. They need to have black biker shorts or spankies, you may have heard them called, that will go underneath their skirt. We do provide the circle skirts for the girls, and they do span up pretty high. I know most girls are more comfortable having that pair of shorts underneath. There cannot be anything on them. They have to be solid black. If there's stuff on them, then it could be cause for disqualification. The shoe needs to be a dress or ballroom shoe with a strap across the ankle and have a block heel that is not to exceed 1.5 inches. No spike heels are allowed at all in the elementary level. I do a bulk order, and it fits the majority of the girls' feet. I do this, one, because it saves you money and time. 2, you're guaranteed to have shoes that fit within the elementary ballroom competition guidelines. For performances and competition, both boys and girls need to have their hair slicked back to the side. There are no hair accessories at all. Girls, I would prefer it to be in a bun. If their hair is too short to be in a bun, it needs to be pulled up and off of their face. At our competitions, we do stick flowers in the hair, so there needs to be a way to secure a flower in the girl's hair if it's too short to go into a bun. Um, no jewelry at all is allowed for boys and girls. Girls, if they have pierced ears, are allowed to wear a small stud size earring. For the boys, I do have bow ties that they are allowed to borrow at the team match events. So then you don't have to worry about getting a black tie or a bow tie. If you have any questions, let me know. These are some pictures of the shoes that are acceptable for the elementary ballroom program. Character shoe, I really only do if I cannot get a shoe size that will fit your daughter. I do, for the girls, prefer a black shoe. I know some have gone and purchased the tan colored shoe. You don't need to go out and buy new ones that are black, but in the future, just as a heads up, I do like the black shoe for the elementary kids, as it helps me really see what they're doing with their feet. This is an example of the boy shoe as well. See how it's a nice low heel. It is leather on the bottom. It allows them to move and turn and have flexibility in their feet, but a normal dress shoe is perfectly fine as well. Each year I put together a bulk order. This is just something that I do on my own outside because I know how expensive ballroom can be. So what I want to do is I want to try to save you as much money and time going out to find the appropriate competition performance attire as possible. So what I do is I put together the order form for the girls to be able to purchase a white leotard, shoes, tights, since those are always ripping, and a hair packet that includes bobby pins, hairpins, hair nets, a bun donut, things like that in it. Simple, easy, so it's all right together. For the boys, I have found some shoes, so boys are able to order ballroom shoes if they would like on this bulk order as well. You can find the bulk order form by following this green bulk order form link. Parents, you are so vital to this program. We need your help. We need it both in the classroom and out of the classroom. I have a sign up sheet. Click down here, this parent volunteer form, that you can go ahead and sign up if you're able to come in for 1 hour on a certain day or multiple dates just to sit in the class to help have another set of adult eyes on the kids so then we can just make sure everything is good. If I need to run out, I can have you run out really quick, or I can run and grab something. It's just always great to have another parent there to help out. We will also need help with our team match events. I will send out information on that as we get closer to see if you're available to help at those. Um, we also really rely on the talents of you parents. Things like sewing, if you're able to make props or backgrounds or do photography or videography, go out and get donations for our team. Just things like that. We could really use it. Please let me know if you have any of those awesome special talents or others that I maybe have missed that you're willing to help us with on our team. When you click on the parent form, what you'll see is a spreadsheet just like this. You're going to, if you can, on level 1, if your student is a level 1, say, hey, I can help out this day, so I am going to put my name in there. And Eden, myself, will plan on you being there that day for that hour to help in any way that I might need you to help. If you can sign up for multiple days, that would be great. I would love that and very much appreciate it. So this particular tab is for the first semester. If you click over on the next tab, that is the second semester. Yes, we need it through the entire year. There is a tab for our new class that's starting. You don't need to worry about that right now. I did also put in this year a carpooling information sheet. So if you are interested in doing a carpool, especially as the weather starts to turn, go ahead and put your info in here. Parents, you can refer back to this at any time to see who might be available for carpooling. Also, on one last tab, I have this costume info page. It just kind of gives me a rough idea of what size your kids are, so then I can try as best I can to match up what I can in for our future performances for our costumes. Each of the dancers receives a t-shirt, as that is included in their fee this year. I also like to open the t-shirt order to the parents as well if they would like to have a ballroom t-shirt. A ballroom t-shirt is really awesome to wear at the competitions because it just kind of stands out and says, hey, I am here representing Hidden Hollow's team. If you'd like to order, just go ahead and follow the link and submit your order. Payment goes into the office. You will be responsible for knowing exactly how much you need to pay, as Linda will not have that information. So just make sure you go in with the correct amount. All of the information is on that order form. This About Us form is just a quick helper thing for me to get to know you guys a little bit better. The first section is about the student, the second section is about the parent. I would really appreciate it if you could take just a few quick minutes to fill this out as well. This is how I communicate with you guys. Most of you have seen the emails come through. I just reset up our remind text group. If you are not on that group, please make sure you sign up for it. You do not need to have the Remind app to sign up for it, but if you do have it, go ahead and find our code if you're not on it already. You may add another parent onto that group text if you need to. Just please let me know if you do. On the emails, whenever I send you an email, if you could please get into the habit of responding with a got it or any questions you have. That way I do know that you got the information. Upcoming information about team matches is super important, so please, please, please make sure you respond to the emails. On our website, I am planning on having a parent portal, and that will allow you to access all of the information that I do send out via email. It will be password protected, so I'm hoping to get that up and going here really soon. On this page, I've also included my personal phone number, and the reason I put that on there is for competitions. Please, if you could send any text questions through the Remind app or through that feed, I would appreciate it. But it is there. My personal phone number is there if you need something or if it's urgent. congratulations, you made it through all of the information. I know it was a lot, but you did it, and you can always refer back to this to go through anything you may have a question on. Or you can contact me if you did not find that information in this presentation. Please now make sure that you go and take the parent meeting quiz. This way I know that you've gotten all of this information. It is required, just so that I can keep track and make sure that all the parents have received this. If you have any questions, there's a spot at the bottom of the quiz that you can ask me there. You can shoot me an email. You can come talk to me in class. Whatever you need to do to get your questions answered, I am always there and happy to answer them. I look forward to a great year this year, and we'll talk to you soon.